Hi friends. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Git and GitHub. So why it is very important for the developer to learn Git and GitHub. So Git and GitHub both are different things. So first let's talk about the Git. So Git is related to the GitHub because it's kind of a version control system. So what do I mean by version control system? So let's say you have one repository and there are multiple people want to contribute on your code on that repository, and everyone have their own local computer and they want to contribute in the repository. So where Git played a very essential role because Git is a distributed version control system. So first, let's understand what is the difference between distributed version control system and centralized version control system. So for the understanding, let me draw some diagram. So for example, uh, there are multiple people. Okay, this is the person one, person two, person three, and person four. Okay, and in the centralized version control system, there is one backup place from where the people will take a backup if there is any problem happen. So everyone is connected with that particular backup. So let's say this person is connected with this, and like similarly. So everyone is connected with a single backup. So what happen if sometime, let's say, if server crash happen or something happen, then there can be a problem, right? Because it's a centralized, so everyone is depend on the same like one single backup. So what is now, let's talk about the distributed version control system. So in the distributed version control system, uh, how it will be there. So let's see, there is a person one and two and three and four. Okay. So everyone have their own backup. How? Because in the Git, you can see like everyone have a code in their local computer, and this person is connected with this and with this, and like there have a multiple backup option. For example, this is the repo. Okay, and everyone will clone this repo in their computer. Okay, and everyone will clone this repo in their computer. So let's say if any crash happen, any server crash and something happen in this repo, so the person's and everyone's local computer code will become a backup. Why? Because if there any problem happen in the repo or some like in the server, then everyone have a backup, like they have a latest code or like the previous code in their with their local computer. So it's very easier to take a backup, and it's not take a much space. Why? Because it's kind of plain text. This code will be plain text, right? So the it will like it will not impact on our hard drive or in the storage. Okay. So I hope you understand this centralized version control system. So Git is a example of a centralized or like sorry like distributed version control system. So I at the last I explained this is the distributed version control system. So Git is also an example of distributed version control system. So now let's see how we can install the Git in our computer. So I'm using a Windows operating system. So I will explain about the Windows. Okay. So to install the Git, first you will have to search Git. So you can see you will find one official website. So let's click on this, and here you will see to download option of Git. You can download from here. Click on this download for window, and here you can see select your installer for 64-bit or 32-bit operating system. So I have a 64-bit operating system, so I will click on this. So let's download this setup. Wait for 1 minute. Now let's install it. So you will have to select the options. Okay, now finish it. It's released one note, so you can simply close this. And if you'll right click it, you can see this option is visible here. Git bash here and git like GUI here. So if you're not able to find it here, you can also search it here. Git bash, like you can find it. So it's a kind of a terminal. So you can open it. Okay. So now let's see how we can create GitHub account, or how we can create repositories through the Git. We can clone it in our local computer, and how we can push and pull the code. So let's go to the GitHub. I already have a GitHub account. So simply you can search for the GitHub and you can create your GitHub account through here. It will ask you to sign in or register. Just create your GitHub account. After creating it, you will see this kind of interface in the dashboard. So click on this new button like to create a repository, and here simply click on the owner if you have multiple organization or owner. So you will have to put the name of repository here. So I'm writing demo or first repo, and you can make it either private or public. So I'm making it private. You can add one readme file here initially, so that it should not be empty. So let's create it. Okay, so next step is simply you can click on this code button, and here you can copy this URL. Make sure you are using like copying this HTTPS URL. Okay, so if you know how to clone with the SSH, you can do, but generally people use this HTTPS. So I'm using it. Let's copy it. Now go to the desktop. You can right click over here, or any place where you want to clone this repository. So I just wanted to clone it in the desktop only. So right click on this and open this git bash. And now write command for git clone, and then right click and paste the URL which you copied from the GitHub. Now let's enter. And maybe if you are using first time, it will ask you for the browser login authentication. You can complete that process through the browser. Okay, you can authorize, you can give the access of the repository to this, and later maybe uh, it can ask for the some configuration, so you can just complete that. Okay, so I already completed those configurations, so I cannot show you again. So in this repository, you can see .git file is created. So don't delete it. Okay. It's very important file. And if you're not able to see, or if you want to hide it, you can click on here and you can hide this. Okay. So from here, you can hide this also, and you can show like can be visible here. So then right click and open with VS Visual Studio Code. If you haven't installed the VS Code, then watch my lecture in the YouTube or in my website MakeLearner.in. You can go and watch how you can download the VS Code in your computer. Then open it with the VS Code. And yes, so now here inside it there is no any file. So I'm creating a file like index.js. I will write a simple program console.log and let's put hello world, hello world. Then what you can do, just you can open the terminal, new terminal, and to push our code in the repo in the GitHub, we will run some commands. So first command is git add, and make sure after writing this program you have saved this file, because use the auto save option. I enabled it, so that's why I don't need to save it manually. In case if you haven't enabled this option, just press the Control S, so your file will be saved, or you can save the file from here also. From here, you can save it. Then run this command git add, and then you can check the status. Next command to check which file you have tracked. So you can write git status, and you can see your new file is index.js. Okay, and to select all the like new files or changed files, you will write this command git add. And if you want to add any specific file and you want to ignore other file, but any specific file should be the added here, should be tracked. So in that case you can write git add and then space then file name instead of this dot. Okay, so the next command will be git commit -m, and you can put any message for the commit. So this is my first commit, and you can press enter. Then you will write a command git push origin. And also, if you're not able to see this kind of terminal, you can change the terminal from here. Okay, you can choose any terminal like git bash command from any terminal. So I will write git push origin main, because I can see I'm in the main branch, right? So I will push it. It's done. Now if you will see, if you want to see your code in the GitHub, you can click on this and you can see your code is being pushed in the GitHub. And now I will tell you how you can create the different repo instead of directly pushing the main branch. You can create a new branch and then you can push your code on that branch. And later after checking, you can push in the, you can merge in the main branch. Okay. So in that case, what you will do, you will create another file inside this, like hello.js, or you will print console.log hello. Okay, like this. And then you will write git add again, or I will write only like hello.js. So then git commit -m, added new file. Okay, now the time is to create a branch, new branch. So what you will do, you will write command git branch and hello. Okay, this is the hello is the branch name. So this is the total command to run it to create, in order to create a new branch. You can run it, and if you will see like git branch list, you will see all the listed branch which you have created. So git uh, git checkout. Okay, so if you are not able to see, like, just run a command to move to that branch. Git checkout. Hello. Yes, you have moved to that branch. Now let's write git branch list. List branch. Let's take help of git as help. Hmm, branch, branch. Okay, let's leave it. So you have a new branch. You move to the branch which you have created right now. Then you can write git push origin hello. Okay, and now your code got pushed in the on that branch. Now you will see one kind of notification here. Compare and pull request. So you will have to create the pull request here, and you can add your message and everything. You can here if there are multiple collaborator, so you can basically assign someone else for this review your code. Okay, then you can assign yourself as a assignee. Then you can create pull request. So after creating a pull request, a person who is responsible for this project, that person will see your pull request, and then you can basically merge your request. Okay. So I'm merging by myself. So then your code will be added in the main branch. So in this case, let's say there are like lots of code written in the a main branch, and you are working on the project, so directly you will not be allowed to push in the main branch, because there is very important code, and let's say if there is a mistake in your code, and there is conflict something, then it will break your whole code. Okay, so that's why people just generally create their own branch and they are working on that code. They push that code in their branch. After that, after reviewing completely, it got in the main branch. So I hope you understand about the GitHub. And let's say if you change anything, and someone else if have changed anything in this code, let's say there are multiple people are working, so they will make a change and they will push their code uh, in this repo. And again, if you want, if you also you are working, so you need to take the latest pull so that you can get the latest code. If other people have pushed their code, then you will be able to push again in this repository. Otherwise, without taking a pull, if already new code is available in the repo and that is not in your local computer, it will throw, and like it will be a conflict, or you will not be able to push that code. Okay, so before making a push request, you have to basically before pushing the code, you need to pay it, or like make a pull. Okay, you will have to take the pull in your computer or in your GitHub. So I'm changing manually some of the files so that I can show you how you can make a pull. So I'm writing code again, console dot uh, pull testing, and then you can commit change. I'm manually committing it so that I can show you, and but it will be done by the other people by their computer. Okay, so with their computer they can push the code. Then you will write git pull, and then you can see, or also you can move to the main branch. So I'm going to the git checkout. So we use checkout command to move to the next branch, like other branch to a branch. Then you can run right now you are in the main branch, and you can take pull, like take pull origin main, and you will see inside hello.js there is nothing, only hello Shailendra is available. Then if you will write pull, will take a pull, you can see your new code is there. Okay, so in this way you can take a pull of other people's code, and you will keep pushing and pull, push. Okay, so that's it about GitHub. If you have any doubt, you can put in the comment, and you can reach out to me in the LinkedIn or anywhere. Thank you for watching this video.